Greetings, I'm Peter Bradshaw and a warm welcome back to this YouTube film review channel, putting the strawberry conserve mini pot of insight into the complimentary breakfast platter of discourse. Consensus on the cancellation threshold is as far away as ever, as Philip Schofield languishes in disgrace while Ezra Miller stars in a $190 million movie, The Flash, despite a record of toxic and problematic behaviour towards women involving the police and the courts, a bizarre string of recent events, in the course of which TMZ reported how at one stage Miller's arresting officer contritely explained to the suspect why he had not used their correct non-binary pronouns. It might conceivably have been interesting to report that Miller brought this dark chaos to the new superhero film from the DC Extended Universe, playing The Flash, otherwise Barry Allen, endowed with super speed and part of the Justice League. But despite some diverting touches, Miller's smirking, gurning, mugging doppelganger performance is a trial, and in any case gets lost in the inevitable third-act CGI battle apocalypse, which is weightlessly free of jeopardy and, like the rest of the film, does not exactly go by in a flash.
Hi.
I love you!
Thank you.
Passing you into Mr. Wayne.
No, please don't.
I need you here now, Barry.
Barry is working hard at a forensic lab in the city. This is part of his civilian vocation to get justice for his dad Henry, played by Ron Livingston, wrongly arrested for murdering his mum Nora, played by Maribel Verdú, whose dead body was discovered in their kitchen while Henry was out at the supermarket buying a can of tomatoes for the evening meal. The store's CCTV is unclear, and it will not provide a clear alibi. Barry figures, for his part, that if he can use hypervelocity to whiz back in time, he can buy this fateful can of tomatoes in advance, thus obviating the need for Henry to get it, and so keep his mum alive. But when the Flash crash lands back before the tragedy, it seems the butterfly wing has flapped harder than expected, and something has gone terribly wrong. The Flash is now in a universe in which there are apparently no meta-humans, and he is moreover stranded alongside a goofy, alt-reality version of his own younger self, with whom the Flash has to do an exhausting Dumb and Dumber routine for the rest of the film. And not just that, Krypton's odious General Zod, Michael Shannon, now threatens Earth, so Flash and Flash have to round up the older, more reclusive Batman, the one played by Michael Keaton, to protect humankind, along with other surprising heroes. It's not that there aren't entertaining moments here. It's amusingly bizarre when the Flash realises that in this universe, the film Back to the Future has not been recast and still stars Eric Stoltz, and Stoltz will be doubtless gratified to learn that it is nonetheless a classic. There are some spectacular and surreal visions of the various iterations of DC superheroes, and the final appearance from an almost forgotten version of Bruce Wayne does get a laugh. But this is not a movie with any new ideas or dramatic thinking, and at the risk of reopening the DC-Marvel sectarian wound, nothing to compare with the much-lauded animation experiment in the recent Spider-Man films. The intellect in this intellectual property is draining away. That'll have to be it. Please give a like to this vlog, share it oh so very widely on social media, and of course, subscribe, and leave a piquant comment in which you ruthlessly suppress whatever criticisms or misgivings you might theoretically have about this channel. Not that you will have any. Stay classy.